Hey guys, KJ here. In this video I'm going to be covering destination gear found in the EDZ and give you guys some background to it and help you answer the question, why wear this?
The EDZ is rough, especially around the old town. Just remember, refugees from the city have it a lot rougher. You want to help them? Find Devlin K.
Devlin K is a member of the city's militia and it's based in Trostland, where his vantage point is in the town's church spire, so he's able to keep an eye on enemy movements. He acts like the destination vendor for the EDZ and was amongst the first to make contact with us after the invasion of the Red Legion. Completing patrols, bounties and public events and any other activities in the EDZ will grant you materials to rank up packages with Devlin. The destination armour set is the Wildwood set, fashioned by Devlin himself, along with destination weapons made from salvage gear during hard times in the wild. Such weapons are Hawthorne's Field Forge shotgun, Call to Serve scout rifle and of course Show of Force sniper rifle. Both the shotgun and the scout are year 1 weapons, though they are fixed rolls, but they are still pretty good. The Show of Force, however, has been brought in through year 2 with random rolls via the Black Armory. My recommendation for the Show of Force would be Snapshot, Moving Target or Outlaw, Aquasize Rounds and ATD Raptor. Black Armory Forge ignitions and defeating Forge saboteurs will get you the random rolls of Show of Force, so yes, get to it. Wildwood Armour is in the heavy category, or at least this Titan's gear is. It is year 1, so mods only and no perks. It'll be interesting to see if this set is brought forward with perks for Armour 2.0 with Shadowkeep, or if it will be added to the ornament pool. If so, why wear it? These sets do come with words of warning and mentions that Devlin and no other Guardian survivors are going to be impressed by our Guardian business, because out here it's look out for each other. Don't do anything stupid and pitch in where you can. The other being Soraya, Hawthorne and Lewis. Devlin and Hawthorne care a great deal for the people of the Lost City and any survivors or refugees looking for a safe haven. When we meet them both, it is at a time our connection to the traveller and subsequently our light has been lost. Hawthorne took it upon herself to remind us of the fact that without light, we now face the struggles of all non-Guardians do, the struggle to survive.
Oh look, somebody left a perfectly good Guardian lying around. Things must be worse than I thought. And that's our cue. Time to go, people!
But wait, where are you all going?
As far away from here as possible.
That Falcon, it belongs to you?
The name's Hawthorne, and this is Lewis. Best pilot we got. What about you? Fit to fly? Probably gonna need one of these, too. Time to make yourself useful, Guardian. All right, people, spin 'em up! Got a long flight ahead of us!
Survival is something both Hawthorne and Devlin are not strangers to. During their time in the wild, they fashioned many weapons and honed their skills as trackers and snipers, much like the hunters of the Vanguard. In fact, Devlin uses a gun most veterans will be jealous of. Devlin and Hawthorne's experience in the field and the bond they have makes working with them both funny and rewarding.
Dev's got an idea that's crazy enough to work.
It's difficult for the young to recognize the wisdom of experience.
During the adventure A Frame Job, Devlin has an idea to keep both the Fallen and the Cabal busy fighting with each other, allowing us time to focus on securing supplies, during which we found out that Devlin has an interest in city accents and Fallen dialects. Well, he is very well spoken after all. If you find yourself in Trostland or surrounding areas and happen to see Cabal and Fallen at each other's throats, then you have Devlin and Hawthorne to thank.
Great work. Broadcasting the message now. I decided to go with a House of Devils accent. Remember them?
Oh boy.
Ah, House of Devils, eh? You know the most interesting thing about their pronunciation?
Actually, Devrim, let's keep the channel clear. You know, to make sure there's no interference during the transmat.
I could hear the explosions all the way back here. I bet it was quite a show.
Which means the Fallen and Red Legion heard it too. We'll let them shoot at each other for a while.
The reason Devlin and Hawthorne work so well together is due to their history, which goes back to Hawthorne's youth. She was an orphan who was taken in by Devlin and his husband Mark. Eva Levante thinks that having Devlin and Mark as role models was one of the reasons Hawthorne became so resilient and strong-willed as she is now. They taught her to be sure of herself and always do what she thought was right. It is because of this upbringing that she got into some trouble in the city, and often Devlin would bail her out for various misdoings. It wasn't until Hawthorne was caught stealing from New Monarchy Supply by none other than Executor Hideo that things really came to a head. You might think that the tirade of abuse that Hideo gave Hawthorne was deserved, but she didn't see it like that. To her, the factions didn't care about people who needed food or supplies, the people who could not pledge to a faction because they were too busy struggling to survive, and she wanted to help them. As a result, Hideo ended up with a broken nose. Obviously, there were consequences to this, and after a long and hard discussion with Devlin and Mark, Hawthorne decided to leave the city before Hideo forced her into exile, under the agreement that she will stay close enough to be checked on for a while at least, which she did for a year before heading out further into the world. Hawthorne's strong nature is very useful for her and others to survive, but she does of course have a lot of compassion and her heart is well and truly in the right place. She recalls meeting a new guardian during the dawning festivities while helping a local old lady putting up decorations, selflessly declining the offer to stay a while afterwards as there were others who needed her help too. She spots an EXO transmitting into the sidewalk, stopped and gawk up the decorations above. She does have a soft spot for the new ones, she recalls. She's been alone before and can't imagine any experiences lonelier than stumbling like a full grown-up baby in a fully formed world with no one but a little flying robot to explain it all. "Come on," she said, "let's walk and talk. I bet you're hungry. And I know a guy who makes a mean tomatoes this time of year." Needless to say, the whole Hideo incident was soon long in the past and due her endeavours in the victory of the Red War. She was acknowledged with a post in the new tower, alongside those she fought and as our clan steward, where she once again helps us by offering rewards for completing tasks with clan members and providing us with bounties that allow us to complete triumphs. I hope this video has given you guys something to consider while making your fashion choices, or at least some insight into a life of a non-guardian in the wild. If this video has helped, then please let me know by hitting that like button, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe and turn on the notifications for future content. Anyway, that is it from me, so take care guys, bye bye.